heart of some great pain our parents carried from the old country. I owe you a Coke. I like that a lot. But I have to say that Troy's transformation or supreme luck in writing his poem, you could not tell the lie from the truth. And if that is not poetry in a nutshell, which is where poetry belongs, then I am Michael President. So I'm falling for Troy.
Oh my goodness.
I like that the backyard protects a silver bicycle. I vote for Matthew. That one, so we're odds.
Ooh, yeah. Bring it. We're like Scalia and Ginsburg. Tips on Ginsburg.
I was going to let him have it. I don't know. I'm a little biased in the second one. San Francisco was the topic. I've actually published Dean's poem. You guys could buy that from me also. So
You're definitely more like Scalia now. I make my living off the guy. I don't know.
No beauty is loud enough to drown out rage and drown out sorrow. That seemed pretty San Francisco to me. I'm going to vote for Melissa, though.
Right.
Yeah. I don't want to be pigeonholed as Scalia.
Too late. I'm torn about this round because it seems to me so central to San Francisco is having noisy neighbors. There's something about Victorian and Edwardian architecture that means that even you live next to people. It's like those sushi places where you're sitting there and then the other person is sitting there breaking up with his lover, and then it's not your business, so you have to pretend that you're so fascinated by your cucumber maki that you don't even notice. I don't know what you're talking about. Until you chime in, like, that's not what he said. And living in I just think the apartment life in San Francisco and home life. I don't live in an apartment anymore, and I got neighbors everywhere. The people who used to like a pogo stick moved out, though. Thanks so much for that. But Dean had me at flash drive of your tongue.
Yeah. So that's where you're going? No, you're not done. You can keep talking.
What about you? I want to hear from the other judge. We're in chambers.
I like that Bach is what we drown out the crazies with. Are we still in San Francisco?
Yeah, we're
Yes, we're still in.
I think I voted. What did you want to know about? I did vote.
Oh, you
You
did
did vote.
You
Yes,
voted
he
for Melissa.
voted.
I did.
All right, well then I'm going to vote for Dean just to keep it going.
Be contrary.
Well, this is good as any, I guess, right?
They were both beautiful poems, I
They
thought.
were beautiful. All right, so and now we're to our, the last.
Weather.
Weather was the topic, which is spelled W-E-A-T-H-E-R.
Yeah, I think it was great.
Just in case there's any.
How's Friends nice?
Yeah.
I would really like to. Do you mind rereading a few lines? What do you guys feel about that as a judging strategy?
Yeah.
It's
We're
like
okay with that.
reappreciation.
We're okay with that.
Now try it with your top off. Try it.
Whatever works.
Begin with remember the night on the porch.
By the Rio Grande, the cloud that passed over us in the shape of your face. We both saw it. You were the weather. I was moving to you to the river. but I was not a mourning dove or a marsh hawk. It actually, the name that goes on for quite some time. Do you want me to keep reading? I will, but.
I would like to, is that okay?
Yeah, that's worth it.
Okay. I was moving to you to the river, but I was not a mourning dove or a marsh hawk. I'm sorry that I could not stay. Your name was too big for me.
Thank you for that.
I would like to say that I thought this evening would be kind of jokier than it was. The poetry is really good, so I think for the second annual one, we should have some clearly crappy poets. It would make it a lot easier and less moving.
And props.
And people could have a shallower experience.
Exactly. I think so.
I would also like to say that Robin and I were poets. We were young poets together, and as undergraduates, and I fell from poetry into the sinkhole prose, and but that I was very, very envious of her work as an undergraduate, and I'm envious of it now.
And the feeling is mutual.
Oh, stop it. You know, we never did in college, and maybe that was the thing.
None of us mind. I think it's cool.
Are we still in the third?
Oh yes, let's get organized.
You know that was going to be the tiebreaker.
But Ada's poem is called "The Weather Report," and I feel that that despite that also being the name of like a fusion band that kind of drives me nuts, that I have to go with Ada on that.
Ada also has my favorite.
Oh.
Is that tied up?
That is,
Do we
I
get to?
got it.
almost.
Yeah, we were trying to manipulate it into a tiebreaker just for maximum suspense.